Welcome back to the USI Career Excellence Series. My name is Megan O'Connor, and I'm a career coordinator here in the USI Career Success Center. This is part 7 of our series. You've done a lot of work so far, and you've done the hard work of getting the job offer, and that's a big deal. So now let's make sure that you can make the most of it. Today, we're covering salary negotiation, total compensation evaluation, and how to advocate for yourself with confidence and the data to back you up. This is arguably the most financially impactful skill you'll learn in this entire series. Studies show that negotiating your starting salary can result in over $1 million in additional lifetime earnings. Yet most people, especially women and first-generation professionals, don't negotiate at all. So today we're going to change that. By the end of this session, you'll have some concrete frameworks, scripts, and confidence to advocate for your worth. So let's get started. Welcome back. Let's take a look at our roadmap to see where we are in our career portfolio development journey. We started in phase 1. In parts 1 and 2, we focused on our core document creation. In webinars 3 and 4, we focused on our digital presence and our job search strategy. In webinar 5, we focused on strategic networking. Then we moved on to phase 2 and covered in part 6 different interview formats that you might face in your job search journey. And today in part 7, we're going to be covering salary negotiation and job offer strategies, how to advocate for your worth using market data. And then we'll be continuing on to complete our series. If you have any questions, please schedule an appointment with a career coordinator in the USI Career Success Center. Let's get started. The $1 million figure isn't hyperbole. It's based on compound effects. If you accept $5,000 less than you could have negotiated, that gap compounds through every future raise, bonus percentage, and retirement contribution for your entire career. Research from Carnegie Mellon University found that failing to negotiate starting salaries cost the average worker between $1 million and $1.5 million over their lifetime. And here's what's shocking. 70% of employers expect you to negotiate, yet 55% don't. That means that when you accept the first offer, you're often leaving money on the table that was already budgeted for you. 85% of people who negotiate their salary get at least some of what they ask for. And the gender gap is particularly important to address. Research shows that men initiate salary negotiation about 4 times as often as women, which contributes significantly to the wide gap. If you're a woman or a first-generation professional or someone who was raised to feel uncomfortable asking for more, this session is especially for you. Before any negotiation, you need data. You should know the salary range for your target role better than the hiring manager does. Use multiple sources. Glassdoor gives you company-specific insights. LinkedIn Salary shows trends by role and location. PayScale adjusts for experience level. For healthcare and social work specifically, check ACHE and NASW annual compensation surveys. And here's one that's unique to USI students. Stepping Blocks at usi.steppingblocks.com. You can see real salary and career outcome data from USI graduates who had your same major. That's not a national average. That's people who sat where you're sitting now. Cross-reference at least 3 to 4 sources to establish your range. The goal is to identify 3 numbers: your floor, the minimum you'll accept, your target, what you're realistically aiming for, and your stretch, an ambitious but defensible ask. The Copilot prompt on this slide is something that you can use today. Just fill in your specific job title, experience level, and location, and you'll get a solid starting point for your research. When someone asks, what's their salary? The sophisticated answer is, what's the total compensation? A $78,000 base salary with no 401k match, expensive health insurance premiums, and minimal PTO might actually be worth less than a $70,000 offer with a 6% match and $5,000 tuition reimbursement and excellent benefits. Walk through each component and assign a dollar value. For example, a 6% 401k match on $70,000 is $4,200 per year that the company is giving you. Tuition reimbursement could be another $5,000. Create a spreadsheet comparing offers apples to apples on total value, not just base salary. This is especially important for comparing offers between sectors. A government job might have lower base pay but incredible retirement benefits and job security. This four-step framework works because it's collaborative and not combative. You're not demanding, you're discussing. And step one, express enthusiasm. Lead with genuine excitement so that they know you want the job. This isn't manipulation. You wouldn't be negotiating if you weren't interested. Step two, provide rationale. Use objective data from your market research. This isn't about your rent or student loans, it's about the market value for your skills. Step three, make the ask. Be specific with a number. Vague asks get vague responses. Step four, pause and listen. This is crucial. After you make your ask, stop talking. The silence can feel uncomfortable, but let them process and respond. Many people talk themselves out of raises by filling the silence with backpedaling. The script template gives you the exact words to use. Practice it until it feels natural and then customize it for your situation. And remember, never give a number first. Wait for a written offer so that you can negotiate, and ask for 24 to 48 hours to review any offer given, and focus on the value, not just the personal needs. So let's walk through the scenarios you're most likely to face. When they ask for expectations early, deflect. You have more leverage after they've decided you're the candidate. Once they want you, they're invested in making it work. If they say it's their best offer, pivot to non-salary items. Signing bonuses often come from different budgets. Extra PTO doesn't cost them much, but it means a lot to you. An earlier performance review gives you a path to higher compensation. If they truly can't move on salary, get a guaranteed review date in writing. We'll revisit in 6 months means nothing unless it's documented with specific metrics. And if you have multiple offers, use that leverage respectfully. Never bluff. But being wanted elsewhere is powerful. Frame it as, you're my first choice. Help me make this work. And use Copilot to help practice these scenarios. The AI can play the hiring manager and give you realistic pushback, which builds your confidence for the real conversation. When you're evaluating the complete offer, salary matters, but it's not everything. A toxic culture or dead-end role isn't worth any amount of money. Work through this decision framework honestly. If you're compromising on career growth for money, make sure it's temporary and intentional, like taking a higher paying job for 2 years to pay off debt with a clear plan to pivot. And watch for red flags. Legitimate employers give you time to decide. Pressure to accept immediately often signals problems. Get all promises in writing. Will promote you in a year means nothing unless it's documented. Ask why the position is open and look for patterns in Glassdoor reviews. The gut check question is real. Are you excited or are you settling? Trust that instinct. You'll spend thousands of hours at this job. Make sure it's somewhere that you actually want to be. Now, let's review your resources and an actionable 7-day plan that you can start today. Remember that the USI Career Success Center is here to connect you to resources and answer any questions and even engage in some practice salary negotiations. Now for your 7-day research plan, let's map this out. On days 1 through 2, research. Hit at least 4 resources like Stepping Blocks, Glassdoor, LinkedIn, PayScale, and either BLS or a professional association survey for your field. On days 3 to 4, set your numbers. Define your floor, target, and stretch. Write them down. Having these clear in your mind prevents you from making emotional decisions in the moment. On day 5, write your script. Use the template from day 5 and stretch it into day 6 to customize it for your specific situation. And then on day 7, get some professional feedback. Schedule an appointment with us at the Career Success Center. We review offers often and can help you spot things you might have missed. Remember, every dollar you negotiate today compounds throughout your career. This isn't just about your first salary, it's about every raise, bonus, and retirement contribution that's going to build on that foundation. So prepare, practice, and advocate for your worth because you've earned it. Thank you so much for joining us for this webinar. You now have the tools to negotiate with confidence and make informed decisions about your job offers. In our next module, Part 8, we're going to be expanding your horizons with domestic and international experience, talking about how it differentiates you, how to find the right opportunity, and how to translate that experience into career success. If you have any questions, please reach out to the USI Career Success Center or schedule an appointment through Career Launch. We're here to cheer you on and support you throughout your career search journey. Thank you again, and we'll see you in Module 8.